I'm a great believer that every garden should have somewhere to sit so you can admire all your hard work. And there are all sorts of benches and wooden seats that you can buy. But if you want something just a little bit different, you can easily create a living seat in your garden. All sorts of plants can be used, but I'm going to create one here on this wooden bench that I've made using thyme, because thyme is a low-growing creeping herb, but it's got really fragrant foliage. So the idea being is we will create a solid mass of thyme plants that you can sit on. Now yes, it's going to be a little bit damp if it's wet, so you've got to pick your days, but it will look very attractive, and on a lovely warm summer's day you can sit on this and get the aroma. So the first thing we need is a wooden bench structure which I've made out of wood. This is nice and strong, and we've got the compost in, and for this I'm using a mixture of a loam-based compost like Johnny is, a multi-purpose and some added grit, because what's very important is that we get good drainage around the thyme plants. And then it's simply a case of spacing our plants on the compost. These are quite large plants. You can buy them much smaller than this if you want to, in 4 or 5 inch sort of square pots. They're perfectly okay because they grow and fill out quickly. So you can do it on quite a tight budget, but I'm using the bigger ones to get the instant effect. And once we've spaced them out on there, it's simply a case of planting them into the compost. And because we've got the grit in there, that's going to give us really good drainage, so the plants will grow away and it won't leave a horrible wet soggy compost. So I'll get these planted. So there we go. We put the last one in and they're all evenly spaced. Now we've got gaps between them at the moment, but thyme spreads very quickly, and within hopefully a month or so, if we keep these watered, they will establish, and instead of just groups of plants, we will have a complete carpet of thyme, and you can then sit on it. What I want to do also, just to encourage them to bush out sideways rather than grow upwards, is just using a pair of hand shears, is just very carefully trim the tops, and what will happen is that will make them create lots of base growth from there, and they will fill out. And in a few weeks' time I can sit out here with a glass of wine and enjoy my garden and get the lovely fragrance of thyme.